The Red Sox and their fans are coming off a surprising World Series championship in 2013. But that just raises expectations for the following season. So what kind of team can we expect the Red Sox to have in 2014? You know, we've talked all spring about what the Red Sox 2014 season is going to look like. And of course, that starts with the composition of the team itself. Now, most of the players from last year's championship run are back. But you do have some players stepping into the fray that are going to be playing major roles. Of course, you have Xander Bogaerts at shortstop, the 21-year-old phenom. He'll replace Stephen Drew. He's going to bring better offense to the position, but I think his defense is going to bring a little bit of a downgrade at the position. But the Sox expect Bogaerts' hitting ability to more than make up for the defensive deficiencies that he might have as compared to Stephen Drew. And at third base, you've got a rededicated and re-energized Will Middlebrooks playing third base this year. He's going to be given another shot to win this job and be the third baseman of the future. And I think he's going to grab the opportunity and run with it. He had a very strong spring this season. I think that he will take this position and he will make it a solid area for the Red Sox for years to come. And if he doesn't, it'll be a major disappointment and a major problem for the team because they don't really have anybody really ready as an answer as a backup at third base for him. But I think the biggest question mark and biggest guy that you're going to be looking at in terms of composition of the team is Grady Sizemore. I am absolutely stunned that he won the center field job the way he did in spring training. I think the Red Sox brought him in looking to make him a fourth outfielder guy who could fill in here and there, you know, play with Jackie Bradley maybe in a platoon. But Sizemore had such a great spring that he ended up beating out Bradley for the job outright. Now Jackie Bradley is in Pawtucket waiting for his chance. But he may get that chance right away because Shane Victorino came up in the final preseason game with some type of knee injury. He's having an MRI on it. There's some question as to whether he's going to be in the lineup in Baltimore on opening day. So Bradley might have an opportunity right away to come up from Pawtucket and contribute to this Red Sox team. And I think he will eventually be a big contributor to this team, if not this year, then next year. But as we mentioned with the Victorino injury, and as I've said all spring training long, you can never have the kind of luck the Red Sox had last year, two years in a row. Already you can see with the Victorino injury that the Sox probably are not going to be having as smooth of a season in the area of injuries as they did last year. Yes, they had some key ones, but they were able to get through it. But you just can't expect to have the same kind of luck and expectations in injury-free ways 2 seasons in a row. And I think the Victorino injury spells that out. It's going to be interesting to see how the Red Sox overcome that and some of the other injuries this season. The rest of the team is largely unchanged. The rotation returns intact from last season. And again, the Lester-Buchholz combo, it's going to come down to that and how well they pitch. I expect Felix Doubront to have a big season. The bullpen looks pretty good. Koji Uehara back in the closer role. If something happens to him, they do have insurance in Edward Mujica coming over from St. Louis. He'll be the setup man for now, but if Uehara has some issues during the season, they can slide him into the closer role. Andrew Miller will return from an injury in Anaheim last year to the bullpen. From the left side, he was throwing really well when he got injured last year. That's going to be a big boost, especially with Craig Breslow on the DL right now battling some shoulder issues. I think having Miller on the team will be big. Brandon Workman's going to be a big guy in the bullpen. I think you're going to see him in some big situations this year. So when you add it all up, John Farrell has a lot to work with, as he did last year with this Red Sox team. I don't think they're going to win the division because I just don't think, as I said, things can go as well as they did last year 2 years in a row. I think the Rays will take the division by a couple of games. But I expect the Red Sox to be right in the mix. They'll grab one of the wild cards, and yes, they're going to set up a one-game wild card playoff with the Yankees with memories of 1978 fresh in the minds of both fan bases. So for you guys out there, as you look at the 2014 Red Sox, give me your thoughts and predictions on what you see for this season. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and tell all your friends about This Week in Red. Don't forget to check out my blog at BoSoxInjection.com and follow me on Twitter at ThisWeekinRed.